Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the LRS GT series. We're here for round 3. It's gonna be in Silverstone, this time in the UK. And while we're at it, we're gonna take a look at the drivers coming out and some massive names, couple of big names. Who we're gonna see right here are some of the names that we're gonna be seeing that were a big name here. Of course, a sunny day here in Silverstone. Finally a bit of sun after a rainy day for a couple of times. But here today in the UK, of course, Silverstone, United Kingdom, we have seen some massive names win here. Violet Sky, who raced here before we had the 12th, how do I say it? The schedule where we have 12 races, the 12 race schedule for every series. Back then, GT had 15, and Silverstone was one of the later ones within the calendar. And this was when Violet Sky went on a free run back-to-back. And that was the first ever back-to-back, like triple victory that we've ever seen in LRS, before Metro became the second one to do it. Season 2, Smoke Hero as well, and that was the 1-2 from Phantom with Blue coming in second, so also home ground for both drivers, as the third driver who also won here, Blue the Demon, is also home ground for him. And he took his 8th win after the fabled 8th win after four drivers, I believe, were stuck on 7 wins. And Blue the Demon was the first one to get 8 out of that whole group. And looking at it, he's currently on his 9th, I believe. So I think if I'm correct, if he wins here, he gets his 10th. Let me do a quick checkup. Yeah, Blue's on his 9th win. So if he gets this one, he's gonna get 10 wins under his name. He's gonna be the first driver since Kanzi back in the Roblox era to get 10 wins under his name. Although Kanzi did it within, I think, I need to calculate real quick. 50. So he did it in 100-something races. So Blue the Demon getting there will also be extremely, even more impressive, because more opponents, but still more wins and earlier than Kanzi has. Because it took Kanzi, I think, like the last race to get 10 wins. Jesus, as Daisuke runs over the cameraman over there. No, we're just playing with you. It's a little camera that stands over there. And we'll take a look at the drivers all getting ready. Are all now doing their laps here. Let's take a look at the standings. Odyssey leading the championship with a whopping 13 points after a great run in Spa-Francorchamps. Kanzi also like a strong Smoke Hero with that one single win, now leading now in the top 3, tied with Ellie, who also got 1 win but didn't perform that well within Spa. We also have Violet Sky in 5th place. JKR also tied with the number 94. As we also have Slaughternaut in 7th place. Jack in 7th as well. And Pluto being in 9th place with 7 wins. And Linz coming home with the last 1. And also, let's take a look at the standings here. It is looking great for Oriental Academy, surprisingly. One of the names that I don't think I'd expect to see lead here in the championship for the team standings. But it's a very important one, as you cannot fully see it, but Blake just crossed the line with a 203, 734, which is going to be the time for everyone else. Either way, let's take a look back at the results here. With Buckshot Bros coming home in 2nd with 18 points. Lynn's doing a very good job with Kanzi and kind of outdoing Jimmy Fuego in just a couple of races, despite Jimmy having like 3 or 4 seasons for himself. Liminal Space is also looking great now that Jack is also in there, also outperforming Denny, but that is no harm either, because those two race with each other within the Stock Car series as well. Focus Racing also looking great, and maybe even better for the Ackerman guys, who are maybe happy about that whole situation. And it's insane to think about that. Focus Racing is higher than the major team. The minor team is better than the major team. We also have Double Five with 11 points, Phantom also with 11 points, and is looking to score more than 11 here today. Ackerman with 10, and Kamikaze with 6 in 8th place, Kenson Motors with 3, and Team Tanya at the bottom of the field with 3 points under their name. Now, as we are taking a look at the qualifying session here, it is looking great for Intoxicated, who outdone Blake Ezo and is the only driver to do it, and Violet Sky also in 3rd place. So the 2 Porsches are being super dominant here. Maybe Violet Sky could get their 8th one here. I believe they're on their 8th one. Let me also double check that. No, they're looking for the 9th one. They're looking for the 9th victory here, as we do see a couple of Toyotas, a couple of Mercedes, a couple of Ferraris right as Pluto goes 2nd. And looking to get another one right here. And of course, with the next race, the question of the crowns is back up to the topic. Is becoming the big topic within the GT. Again, who is going to win the crown? Who's going to win the arguably the toughest race in LRS ever? AKA the Nordschleife crown for the GT class. Who is going to be the crown winner in that? So you have less than 8 minutes remaining. And so far we're looking at Renacci here, the 44, not doing great, 17th place. Ecstasia, however, doing a bit better with a 9th place. I feel like we're going to get another situation where Forkis is going to be doing better than Ackerman again. And so far, it's a lot of struggle for Blue Demon here as well, as I was just going to talk about him. It is a struggle here for the Brit. Getting a 2:04.712 is not really something great. As if you look at Pluto, pretty much a second faster with that Ferrari. And literally Intoxicated even faster than Blue here. So unless Blue gets it under control and gets the tires or the engine at proper temperature and proper speed, he can perform at his absolute best here on the British home circuit for him. Of course, his next goal is not only getting another win at Silverstone, of course, but getting a victory and getting the crown at the Nordschleife, so he can truly have all 3 of the crowns, as he already has 2 of them. He has 1 Suzuka and he has 1 Royal. He is looking towards the Nordschleife next, and that is pretty much his main goal. Is not only is it his favorite circuit, but also the Phantom cars get tested over there. It's also a common testing ground for Phantom as well. So we're looking at a Violet Sky coming over to the start finish, I believe. Yeah, that's the start finish. 2nd place. It's a Porsche 1-2. A Porsche 1-2 for the, well, yeah, the 2 Porsches. This is Explorer kind of struggling, and this has never been a strong suit for the Mercedes drivers. It has never been a strong circuit for Mercedes. An Explorer on a 2nd season, a sophomore season now. So we're gonna intoxicate it. The pole sitter here is doing Ackerman proud. It is not the first time we've seen a Porsche on the front spot here in the British airstrip. So you have less than 5.5 minutes remaining. The current standings: 20th upwards, Jack, Demi, Hollywood, Bernacci, Slaughternaut, Ricky, Smokey, Blue, the Demon, Ellie, Explorer, MTL, Ecstasia, JKR, Kanzi, Odyssey, Linz, Artie, Blake, Easy Pluto, Violet Sky, Intoxicated on pole position with a 2:03.596. And I think I saw MTL jump up all the way to 5th place. That's incredible. A Smoker right behind Shaker, gonna try to put pressure on a Dutchman and ruin his run a bit. That is a very dirty trick, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Traffic is high here on this circuit, but people are trying to get the proper runs in, of course. Less than 4 minutes remaining here. And so taking a look, Blue the Demon now managing to shoot his car all the way up to 10th place. So he is in a position for points, but not that much. You still got to get better than that. And really is a massive portion as Pluto is now in 3rd place. Blake in 4th is an incredible effort from the Canadian to put that Audi in the top 5. Jack crossed the line, 16th place. Great work. No drivers coming out of the pits. But there are a handful of drivers in the pits. Names like Extasia, Odyssey, Artie, MTL, and Ricky are all in slotted out as well in the pits. And I think there's going to be, from time to time, more people trickling into there. And I think they're playing it smart. I think they're going to come out when it's like 2 minutes, 10 seconds left or something like that. And so they have enough time to get that proper run, get tires on the control board, tires on the temperature, brakes on temperature, and just blast off. Less than 2 minutes remaining. This is the BD left for multiple drivers, including Blue the Demon. If he wants to get the 10th win here, he needs to step up his pace. Because he might be in 10th place right now, but I think he wants to get his 10th win and get up there higher. Whoa! Bunch of names trickling into the top 10. I saw names like, yeah, Smoke Hero joined the top 10 as well. I think Lintz as well? I'm not sure. I think I saw Lintz's name also popping up there. Also, it's the big D lap for Renergy, although they got one more lap. It's gotta be a great lap right here. No improvement. This is the big D lap right here then. Let's see what the 44 can bring out here today. Demi Hollywood down at the bottom of the field, 20th place. He has the car to do it, but does he have the skills to do it? Is he confident enough in Silverstone to get a great result here, as Violet Sky has to the pit, intoxicated, also staying out, I believe. I think he's trying to get a better lap in. No, they're all heading to the pits. Demi is not. He's gonna go for one more lap. Jake Yar as well, 10th place. Smoke Yar right behind him. This is a true Ackerman versus Phantom battle. Because right now Ackerman is on pole position, but can a Phantom join in on the party? Demi Hollywood shoots his McLaren up to 9th place as the qualifying situation will come to an end. Better be looking at the remaining drivers cross the line. We're going to be starting the race. Ooh, Demi. My goodness. putting everything on the line, and it looks like Artie's also in 6th place, so it's gonna be possibly a good amount of points coming home to Kamikaze, so they're gonna be definitely shooting up in the standings if they keep it going and even improve on the result. As JKR just went into the pits, did not improve. Smoke Hero 7th place. Let's see, will Explorer also headed to the pits, or Ellie? There's just still a few more cars around. Names like Pluto right here. Trying to get the best lap here. The cut corners. That's on the inside. Hucks the outside and gets straight to the pedal. It looks like Ellie went into the pits. Explorer stood out. But no improvement, I believe. Same for Renacci. Demi. He is very proud of himself. He has to be proud of himself. As Pluto, I think, will be crossing the line right now. I think Pluto's crossing the line. He just crossed the line. No improvement. Let's see what Demi can do. I don't know how he managed that. He's doing one extra lap. I don't know how he managed to... Oh no, he's ending it to the pits. There you go. 2 Porsches up front row. That is incredible. And that's an insane lap by Demi, where he went into the top 10 and getting a good result for Kamikaze here. Qualifying session will come to an end. We're about to be looking at Intoxicated, Violet Sky, Smoker, Pluto, and Blake E0's your top 5 is about to get ready. 6 lights. We are going green. 8 laps on Silverstone. It's about to be heading into lap 2. Intoxicated in the lead with 2.7 seconds away from him as Violet Sky is kind of struggling with the wheel. Smoke Hero already managed to get into the top 3, so a podium for Phantom on home ground right here. Of course, the Dutchman and the Brit are duking it out, and I'm talking about Ackerman and Phantom, both the owners, are fighting in the top for 1 point, while right here Smoke Hero gets on the inside of Violet Sky and takes the spot. And he definitely secures the spot right here. Now, Violet trying to move on the inside. Drag race up to the front straightaway, up to the next turn. Vaskai got the inside, while Smoker got the outside contact right there with Blake Easyoi. Oi. And Blake is trying to mess with the fight right here. Blake is trying to get a bit of the cake right here, and that went so wrong. And now Smoke Arrow on second place. The question is, will he try to get closer to Intoxicated? And this truly is a Ackerman versus Phantom battle. It's not with the owners, but with the drivers they sound, which is even greater. We're still 4 seconds away. Blake is gonna go for another attempt again. Cat's on the inside of Violet Sky, and that Canadian really wants that spot right here. Violet Sky backing up a bit, knowing that Blake is a bit too dangerous to overtake. As there was a slight bit of an attempt. I did see Violet looking. But Blake has that spot secured and now gets ahead towards Smoke Hero, which is also going to be a bit of a challenge. Lap 3 so far. I was just taking a look at Explorer. Although not that great on this circuit, because of the Mercedes. The Mercedes was just not that great on this circuit in general. Explorer's trying to prove me wrong, however, but Ellie managing to get earlier on the gas and hold back the Mercedes. Holding back the Romanian from taking that spot. That was incredible. I was looking at Pluto in 5th place. He's taking a lot of points back home. This is still going to be great because this is going to bring, 9, 8, 7. It's going to bring like, this is most likely going to bring them 26 points. This is going to put them 26 points in the standings for the team. So although Pluto might not be thinking that much for as a driver themselves, they definitely are thinking as a team player. As we see, Blue right here, trying to find a gap in JKR's racing line and trying to take advantage of anything that the Dutchman does wrong. MTL on the inside gets even a bit later on the brakes, hugs the inside wall, and that's gonna be it for the number 12. Gets ahead of Artie, and that's gonna be the 6th position right here. And Violet's pace is off. Something is off about Violet, because usually Violet will be right on the tail of Intoxicated. In any other situation, Violet will be on the tail of Intoxicated, but today it's just not the day for them. From 2nd to 4th, this is not the Violet that we know. However, Intoxicated is putting up a fantastic effort here today. Slowing out now. On the inside, gets out of Jack, and now all about the straightaway. Oh, the Toyota versus Ford drag race. Ooh, almost contact right there. 69 is now back into the 19th place, which is unfortunate, but the number 10 looking to get ahead of Ricky now. Take a look at Kazi here, right behind Linz. So not that many points, but a good amount of points, a handful amount of points to bring home for Buckshot Bros Racing. said before, Linz is doing surprisingly well for the replacement of Jimmy Fuego, who is now racing in Indy. And he's also not doing bad either. He's doing very well. He has finished every race. That's a good thing. He has finished every race, because there are some drivers who don't finish the races. Demi side to side with Artie, heading into the next turn. He got right onto his door. Side to side. Now Demi on the inside. Artie not gonna try to get ahead. And that spot is for the 77. Wow. Teammates, but they love the beef. As we're heading to lap 5. So far, more than half of the race already led by intoxicated as Ricky there for a second. Almost lost his entire Ferrari. Yeah. Hold on. Linz tried to hold back Kanzi, and I don't think that was part of the team, right? Or I don't think that was part of the team effort. Now Kanzi on the inside. Toyota Ferrari side to side drag races like Le Mans. Kanzi is the inside advantage. Will he get earlier or later on the brakes? No, he'll get way later on the brakes and gets ahead of the Norwegian. Although he's not gonna back down. Ooh, that was a good fight. And Linz does get ahead of Kanzi and holds him back. Yeah, so far I'm gonna have the race already led by Intoxicated, and he's somehow he is managing to gain or get more distance from Smoke Hero. He has more distance from Smoke Hero in some way, shape, or form. This man is on another level. So looking at Blue the Demon. Now it tries to look. That was an opportunity there, but I think he just tried to play it safe, because I don't think he wants to risk spinning out his car to get ahead of the Mercedes. This here right here, the number 25. Kanzi now gets really close to Linz's rear bumper. That was almost a contact. Ricky now inside of Ellie. Almost hit the sausage cutter over there. Or sorry, that's not Ellie, that's Jack. It looked like Ellie's car from the cockpit cam. And Ricky does get ahead no matter what. So it doesn't matter. He gets ahead of one for Toyota. Looking towards the next Toyota, however. Slaughter is also trying to join in. Kanzi. What happened to Linz? Oh, he hit the grass. He hit the dirt. Ooh. I was confused because I suddenly just didn't hear anything. He accidentally went way too wide into the turn and hit the grass. That is unfortunate. Got a small little battle here. And Violet Sky is trying to hold back these drivers. Looking at JKR Explorer to get ahead of Blue the Demon, but it's trying to get ahead of Blue again as we're about to head into lap 7. Huge amount of drivers here. Massive group of cars all on the line. As you hear the Mercedes roar past the camera. Although, not that intimidating now, looking at the way they performing today. And that's very unfortunate. Whoa, that looks like contact. I don't know what happened there. I was looking at some other things real quick. My apologies. Woo! Jake Girl almost hitting the rear bumper. I feel like it's everyone at least once has almost hit another person's bumper. There's a right away white flag, 1 lap to go. Intoxicated got it all under control. There's no way. 6 seconds. You kidding me? We're looking at Ricky here, and it's very unfortunate for Blue that he wasn't able to get anything, but it truly is an Ackerman versus Phantom here, as there's an Ackerman in first and a Phantom in second. This is definitely gonna be painful, and it's definitely gonna cause a lot of anger heading into Germany. And after Germany, we're gonna go to Bahrain for one time, and then we're gonna go to Tokyo for 3 races long. And then we're gonna head to the US to finish off the season. So by the way, the black and white checkered flag. It is an Ackerman one. It is an Ackerman victory here on the grounds of Phantom. And it's going to be even greater for Intoxicated, because as he is coming over to the last turn, this is going to be a 5th one for Intoxicated as he wins here in Silverstone. A 5th win for the number 16. Smoke Hero coming home in 2nd, getting a good amount of points. Blake in 3rd, Violet Sky in 4th. And we're going to see Pluto as well, 5th place, MTL 6. Demi Hollywood is going to be in 7th place, Artie in 8th. Kazi and Michael Linz coming home in 10th to round off the top 10 here at Silverstone today. Let's take a look at the results here. Top 10, it was Intoxicated, Smoke Hero, Blake, Easy, Violet Sky, Pluto, MTL, Demi Hollywood, Artie, Kanzi, and Linz. And the current standings: Smoke Hero leading the championship with 20 points. Violet Sky with 16 in 2nd, Kanzi with 14 in 3rd, Pluto with 13, and Odyssey as well. Intoxicated with 12, Ellie with 11, Demi with 10, JKR with 9, Jack with 8, Blake with 8, Slaughternaut with 8, all 3 tied. Linz with 7, MTL with 5, Artie with 3, Ricky with 3, Explorer with 3, Stacia with 3, 4 drivers with 3, Renato with 2, and the only one still pointless, being Blue the Demon. But the next race is gonna be the big one. And I would say, if we're gonna do that one, grab some popcorn, because it's a super long race. You'll see. Either way, we'll see you then.